What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going on Act 10. We're taking on the final act with our strong build, Omega strong build. I would say this is the meta build of the league, unless someone comes up with something else. Last league was a lightning strike build. Yeah, lightning strike. The Vault lightning strike especially, because yeah. There's a pair of gloves that made that build really stupid. So we're gonna talk to Bannon. We're gonna go around here and just go straight through, killing everything we see. The usual, just destroy overworld, you know.
Hail!
Hail. Like, is he saying it's gonna hail? What? Or like, what? I mean, it's like not cloudy outside or anything. Oh, we'll go this way. So you just want to make it all the way down, right? Pretty simple map layout. Grab the essence. We'll do the strong box as well. You know, we can. I feel like I want my cast speed to be higher. Even though I have pretty good cast speed already. I feel like scaling cast speed would make this build a lot smoother, especially for mapping. I mean, I guess it's like the biggest thing is like the trigger period. Like you put a totem down and it like, I'm gonna attack. Like that waiting period when you put it down is kind of annoying. So maybe totem placement speed is really gonna boost that. But see how it like this up, and then it'll start attacking. So maybe totem placement speed will really juice that. But if it doesn't, that's fine.
This ghastly nightmare must be put to an end.
So we're gonna use a little cool strat I like to use to be fast on this act. So you go straight down the heart, down the middle of this map. Then what you do is you drop a portal once you get like towards the end, kinda. And then you go up, because we also have to go down later, but we don't have to worry about that because we'll take our portal when we want to go down, other than going back and running all the way over there, which is pretty annoying. It's real. A lot of shield boys in here, which isn't actually that bad for this build. Most builds I really dislike bubble boys. Bubble boys is the name I call them. Most builds don't handle that very well. I mean, Essence Drain Contagion is like free. So we're gonna head back and grab our waypoint right here. We're just gonna do it immediately so we don't forget to do it, because I have forgotten in the past. I am bad, as you say. But yeah, as long as you place the totem inside their little shield, you wreck them. They're dead. Easy fight. So you can either go like down right or down left, but there's gonna be a door to the I forgot what the area is called. But unless you're like on the bottom of the map, like I am, like you're heading straight down this way, it won't be the control blocks. You want to find control blocks. The other one is called the refinery? No, what is it called? It's called something. We're gonna grab this waypoint just because we can. You don't really need to. It's not necessary to ever come back here, but we do this because we fight Mr. Man to get the a skill point. So yeah, we just run straight through. Look for the gate that's broken. You see how it's broken right there? You can flame dash through it. Same thing can happen again. You look for the break. Just flame dash straight through it again. Help do it again. Yeah, but you can only flame dash if the gate is broken. If it is not broken, then you cannot dash through it. This looks like a dead end because it is a dead end. I need to go up a little more. I wasn't trusting of the syndicate. A lot of syndicates spawning over here. I noticed in the past, like this last act. Lots of syndicates. He'll go back to his base. So now we get to fight. What was his name? Valentina. I just call him Dragon because he kind of looks like a dragon. Flies around and stuff. So you want to stay away from him. He does a lot of like slam things. He does a lot of shotgunning projectiles. Just stay a good distance. He does his little dragon thing where he shoots on the ground. He'll do it twice. Watch. Debated. Does it again. Got hit by it. Nice. Then he'll drop. Oh no, he does it a third time. I thought it was only two. I guess it was three. What's wrong? Watch it before. So there he is. Stay out of the little blood looking stuff. Keep moving. He's gonna do a slam skill. I actually got hit by that. Oh shoot, pop arcane cloak when you get hit. And then you go up and do his dragon flying thing again. Just keep moving. He'll target you. If you stand still, he'll find you and go on top of you. So you just kind of like move around a little bit, look where you're going. Stay out of his little blood stuff. And this should be it. Oh, there we go. Imbued wand.
No beast of burden.
We'll ID these because we'll vendor everything. Talk to Lonnie. Grab our. Which one do I want? We'll probably grab a. All the flasks are bad now. We'll grab our point. Oh, we can.
Innocence. Goodbye.
No, Lily doesn't have anything for us yet. So now we can head there. Drop everything we don't want. I said we'd chance it. I'll just chance it now. Where are my chance orbs? Headhunter. Imagine if I get Headhunter. Like, streaming a leveling guide for you guys. Like, if I'm making a leveling guide and I get a Headhunter. I've never earned a Headhunter. I've only purchased them through doctors or through itself. I have never had a Headhunter drop. I've had doctors drop. That's the closest I'll ever get. I've had many nurses drop. Many patients drop. Never got the other one. I think it's called the Fiend, if I'm correct, where it's a double implicit Headhunter. It's like a doctor, but on steroids. I've never had one of those. I've never purchased one of them either. So, but yeah. But yeah, don't waste your chance orbs. Keep them. If your league start or anything, odds are not in your favor. Not even a little bit. So we get to fight Innocence again, my boy. So he can join the team. Epic crossover event. Best post Driftwood wand. That would have been nice like 10 levels ago. Not 10. 60 levels ago. I just thought about it. So usually you say like 10 something and it's like a way to exaggerate. But 10 is like not that much in exaggeration. If I said 100 levels ago, yeah, that's a good exaggeration. Alright, we grabbed our Arcane Surge. What do I want to grab now? Should I start going crit stuff? Do I go defensive? That is the question. I'll grab the actually I'll grab these before I grab the Throat Seeker. I think that's better than straight up going Throat Seeker. This node's pretty good because he gives us mana at ES. Getting more mana is actually really strong. I do spec that later on. But yeah, if I go up this way, I can get a lot of block. That'd be a lot of defense, but I think I'm gonna do it later. My defense is like, actually I could get better defense. But why get better defense when you can get more offense? Yeah, let's just go crit and not think about it. I'm stalling too much. I'm trying to like min-max leveling, which is like, why would you? Just gotta pick a node. As long as you pick a node, it's helping, right? And as long as you know you're gonna eventually need it, it's not a waste. There are some nodes worth rushing, but once you've rushed all of those, you kind of just go what you need. That is a Quicksilver flask. I would like one of those. Why can I not pick it up? So put that there. Now I can pick it up. Good job. I'm frozen. Oh, I'm petrified. Wait, how do I get out of this? Whoa, I was petrified for like 10 seconds. How do I get out of petrification? I was gonna log out, but I don't know if that'd be cheating. I didn't have my logout macro on. Because it's softcore. Why would I need a logout macro? What? I don't know what's petrifying me, but I'm out of here. Okay, I'm getting petrified or getting stun locked again. Something's insane. Something over there is juiced, and I'm out of here. I was just saying how OP I was, and I'm just like getting one shot now. This is crazy. Maybe I do need more life. Maybe I shouldn't have gone crit. Or regret. That's exactly what I just did. I'm regretting. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I still miss the multiple totem setup I had for this build. I think multiple totems was way better for clearing. Like, not comparable. Like, yeah, high end I'm doing more damage because of Wither, but without Wither, multiple totems is like 1,000 billion% the play. So if you're not using multiple totems, make sure you're using Wither Totem on all the bosses just to make it so it's worth it. Because if you're not using Wither Totems that often, if you keep forgetting, you're just wasting DPS IMO. That's a lot of damage. I'm gonna bleed to death, holy cow. Is there like crazy map mods here or something? I'm like bleeding to death real bad. They made PoE harder again. This is like tankier than I was on like other characters, but I don't remember this part being so rippy. I don't know what's up with it. I just played a I was actually leveling an aura stacker or whatever. I was just leveling it for whatever reason. So I was gonna play an aura bot for some friends, but none of my friends' builds have like good like combinations, or at least the ones playing don't have good combinations for it right now. Like one of my friends' build is like a really good with aura bot, so I wanted to do it, but turned him into an aura stacker just for leveling, and I was wrecking the campaign once I got it running a little bit.
God shall be your judge.
We'll throw that away. How tall is this? It's tall. Should have figured this out. I mean, how much? That's like 81 life. 33 res. 10 res. Do I have a suffix? No open suffix. Darn. It's just worse if there's no open suffix. Throw that away. King Jalayan. Why do I have that stuck in my head still? What was I talking about? Why do I have these? These are just bad. Why do I have those? That would have been the solution. I don't get it. I need a vendor. I need a vendor bad. So we talk to Bannon. He gets sick and dies. And then we talk to Lonnie. Gives us a garbage chess piece. But wait a sec. There's more. It's actually good. Is it actually better? I mean, yeah. Then we can, I don't want a Moon Sorrow. pew, pew, pew. Keep that. I'll just put these like here so I don't have to deal with them. Let's roll this real quick. Bow. Immunity to chill. Yes, please. I don't need this anymore. I have a couple extras. I'll keep the second life flask for now. Can I realistically get 2 reds? Probably not. I do want to use this body armor though. You know what? No, I'm not going to use it. I'll put it here for whatever reason. But I'm going to upgrade to a soul mantle in like 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes. Didn't need to talk to them. Find the teardrop. You don't need to do that. So there's the ossuary. When you go to the Ravage Square, you don't need to do that. There is the trial in here though. So if you need to do, fine. I'll do ossuary because there is a trial in here. I'll run to it. I'll touch the door and then walk away. I'll do what I've been doing. But there's no reason to come to ossuary. Teardrop is not necessary to do. Keep that in mind. It gives you like, I think it gives you like a, does it give you flat? I think it gives you belt actually. It's even worse. They give you like a option of some rare belts. I mean, it could be good if you're like hurting on belts, I guess, but like it's actually a waste of time. But if it's for the trial, it's not a waste of time. So you kind of just keep going. Try not to make a circle. Like, I wouldn't have gone back up that way because I'd make a circle. You can find the elixir right here to get you absolutely nothing. And then it's going to be around here. So make a circle around the shrine until you like can continue one way. One way will get long and continue. That's what she said. And you shall see the book over. Nope. It was over there. You see this little, you see how it like, I thought it was a dead end, but like, you see how it's still going? It was this way. Yep, it's this way. You see the book? I can see the book. And that's the last trial. And then you can do your last lab if you really want to. But I'm not going to until I beat the act. You totally can. Actually, what's my resistance? You know what? I usually don't do that. I'll turn in the elixir thing to Whalem. It's a regret. It's kind of worth. Regret are kind of good. So if you go back to Ravage Square and then you walk upright, you'll find Innocence standing there, and then it'll open a doorway, and that's where you're gonna fight Kitava. That's like pretty much, well, you walk through a whole area and fight Kitava. But I'm gonna do Merciless Lab. I usually don't do this, but I usually don't show you guys Merciless or Uber Lab in my recordings. But I don't know, why not? I can do it. I can do what I want. Also, what you got to keep in mind is after you beat Act 10, you will lose 30% all res. So you're going to have to upgrade your build. Oh, there's golden doors. That's the worst. I think it's the good golden door where it's in the same room as I'm currently in and not a separate room. The ones in the separate room are really annoying because it's like you got to walk a lot. So when it is in a golden room, you gotta find the golden key, as I was mentioning earlier. Silver keys are bad, gold keys are necessary. So you can see the golden key. So it's an easy layout. We just dodge all the traps, face tank them because we're a boss. Grab the golden key, grab the lever, pull the lever, crunk. Wrong lever. So now we go back to the golden thing that's up there. And now we get to pick. One way is correct, one way is incorrect. Which one do we do? Is it left or right? I usually go right, and I'm usually wrong, so I'm going left. but if I choose the opposite of what either way I was wrong. There was no straight path, so I was wrong no matter what. This game's just out to get me sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. What's my crit chance on Forbidden? Right. It is 47. Wait, is that really? 42 with 47 with buffs. That's actually really good for like low level. I mean, I guess I've been like kind of invested in it, like halfway. I even have crit chance support, so that's like really OP. But 47, that's pretty good. Like naturally, like I usually don't even have 47 on some builds until like red maps. The weary traveler. How much crit without increased crit? So I have 39. Yeah, 23 is more realistic. Ouch, he cursed me. Ouch, he slapped me too. That actually was a big chunk. Make your empire strike. So the next Ascendancy, I'm kind of in between what to go, honestly. Not which one to go total, but which one to go first. There is some options. I have noticed that some of the players, the people who are high level on this build, in this current league, there are some variations of the Ascendancy, slight variations. It's usually like one or the other for the last choice. But I mean, in my opinion, the third and fourth choice can kind of be swapped. I'll show you guys what I mean. But when I was doing PoE DPS checks, I was like, oh, for sure the endurance and power charge, that one's going to be way more DPS. And then the other one, the mind over, I forget what the node is called, where the life is taken as mana before life. That one. The one that we go, and it has transfiguration of mind. I'm like, oh, okay, like, transfiguration of mind is good, but it's not like crazy good. It's not like power charges. But I was doing DPS check on like different items, and transfiguration of mind actually does compete with the power charge nodes in terms of DPS, which I thought was interesting. I mean, we do get a lot of mana towards the end game, so it is a lot of increased damage. So I do understand that. But yeah, it's like kind of in between. Do I go Conviction of Power or Divine Guidance first? Divine Guidance gives a lot of buffs. Both of them give a lot of buffs and a lot of damage. So I think you could choose either. I like the Endurance Charge one early because it can cap off your resistance pretty easily. Because Endurance Charges give you resistance, which is like, oh, that's kind of bad. Because like, you can't guarantee, not all builds can guarantee permanent Endurance Charges. But this one can, because it's +4 to minimum Endurance Charges. So it's like free, like actually free. I think it's 4% all res per endurance charge, so we get 12% all res just for speccing that node, plus damage reduction, plus crit because of power charges. So it is a choice, but Transfiguration of Mind, 10% more damage taken from mana is really strong, actually. Sprint's Trial, that's the last one. So usually my my recordings for this game, Act 10 is always like 20 minutes long. So that's why I was kind of thinking about it. That's why I kind of figured maybe I'll just do the last trial before I finish Act 10, just to make this recording a little longer. Oh, I don't have my, there we go. Jolem boy out. Don't try to, if you stand on the traps, they'll pop up after like 2 seconds. So you can like run over them, but don't stand on them because they pop up after like 2 seconds. I don't know if I got the. I can render that. All right, what do we get? Smite has aura effect. That's actually kind of good. Oh, I didn't bring my alphas, Hal. No, I don't have it here, right? Oh, that stinks. I have an alphas, Hal. I mean, this is like the best, worst one you can get. I mean, Smite has aura effect. That's actually like kind of funny because it's actually pretty okay. Is there any helmet I can put it on that's like not trolling? Yeah, I don't really have any. Do I have any shaper? I have that, but like, because that's Redeemer. It has reservation of skills already on it, sure. But it's like, this is the best one I have to put it on, I guess. Kind of funny. Alright, cool. So you can either go Fiction of Power, Divine Guidance. Divine Guidance actually does give us a bunch of damage. Because Transfiguration of Mind, a lot more than I thought. Some people go Sanctuary of Thought as well. For some reason, I saw a few people going that. And I saw some people going Arcane Blessing as well. A lot of choices, but I think the best overall choice is Conviction of Power to Divine Guidance. I think that is my personal best choice. If you're following another guide, do what they say, because they may have some other gear selection that boosts that reasoning for it. But now we head to the Ravage Square, and we're pretty much going to finish the act really soon. So we get permanent endurance charges and power charges. Now we're overcapped. We're going to be undercapped again, but that's fine after we beat it, because I'm not using the same gear. I'm going to be upgrading a decent amount of gear.
I knew that you would find the path of righteousness once more.
What's our crit? Alright, our crit boosted is 55%. And our crit out of combat after everything goes away. Oh, I wasn't even using my flask. Oh no, 60. 68. Okay, so it's 60. No, 52. So it's 52 out of combat. That's really good. Holy cow. Dude, I'm strong. Dude, I'm freaking strong. It might be better to go crit damage other than crit strike chance now, because my crit chance is pretty high now. Maybe on a 5-link. No, 5-link for sure. I'd go Void Manip and make sure I go Void Manipulation. Critical damage attack.
I must have time to gather.
Or critical strike damage. Yeah, that's what it's called. OP, man. It is a good gem now. Used to be a troll gem. It was a troll gem for like a very long time. Now it's big boy damage. It's just consistent damage. There's a lot of... So, cruelty support is something you can go on this build for sure. It's really good for boss DPS. I enjoy it for boss DPS, and it does make your numbers look bigger. So it is a good choice. My main issue with that choice of gem is that your mapping is not going to be as strong. So cruelty, when it's hit, it applies the debuff to the enemy, and it makes your next hits with cruelty deal more damage. So the first hit doesn't do insane damage, but the next one does. So when you're boss killing, ideally like your first hit like almost kills them, and then your second does kill. But if your first hit is like obviously weaker, it's like being on a 5-link basically. If you have a 6-link, cruelty makes it like a 5-link for the first hit. So I don't like that idea behind it. But if you are if you're doing a boss fight It's actually better in DPS because it does add a lot of damage to next hits, and your boss fights you're usually hitting them a bunch of times, so it really won't matter as much.
To damnation with you.
We'll grab our big crit boy. Plop. What's our crit net now? 70 at all. That's nice. That's nice. I like it. Hero, wow. That's a fusing. Money? So we're level 66. This is like one of the highest levels I felt like I've been when I beat the game. I feel like I'm usually level like 64, 63. And that just has to go with like, yeah, I was backtracking some of it. The deli I was extra clearing every time I got it just because I could, because I knew my build was strong. I mean, I died a few more times than I was expecting, but overall, like, I've been playing a lot of squishy builds lately. So a lot less deaths for that for sure. And just overall, how the build performs is just really smooth. Really smooth in terms of, I can just put a totem over here, totem over here, totem over here, and it'll clear most of the map. And we're pretty much insta-giving this boss. Passion, what does this do again? Added fire. Make sure you're using your Wither Totem, or else you're just losing DPS. Oh shoot. Ooh, I barely got away with that. Tucked into the corner. He's phased, he's just staying in there. Grabs him like he's like a little like army man. So this fight's really simple, especially with totems, because you can zone really well. You don't want to be off screen, you want to stare at him. You want to know which attacks he's doing. You don't want to stand in the blood when he does anything. Same fight as Act 5, so shouldn't be any different to you guys. This is a fight that once you memorize and you get down, this is like the easiest fight in the game. But before that, it can catch you off guard. You can lose to this fight. But that fight was extra fast because we did get our third Ascendancy before we did the fight. Now our resistance is bad, so we're under res capped. Talk to Sin, get the portal, get your last book. We're gonna talk to Lonnie.
How long?
Wait, we'll sell stuff first. No movement speed, so I don't want it. Let's see this jewel. Damage bleeding, no thanks. Now we talk to Lonnie. Get the Katava reward. Claim it. Type in /passives. Look for any zeros. There's 0 zeros. Unless you do deal with the bandits, there might be a 0 there if you helped one of the bandits. Keep that in mind. But that's the end of the Leveling with Penguin series for Forbidden Rite Totems. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I didn't put on any cool MTXs on this leveling guide, so my guy looks very troll. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this whole series. I appreciate you guys and your support on these videos. I will be making a like a budget guide for this, and then probably like an end game guide for this build, because I am going to be using this build for a lot of boss kills to my knowledge right now. So thank you guys so much for checking this out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.